Okay, everyone says they are training for longevity now. Health, joint-friendly and sustainable. And on the surface, that sounds smart. But there's a trap barely someone is talking about. Most men aren't training for longevity. And I'm sorry to say this, but they're training for comfort and calling it health. And if you're a man over 30 training at home, this matters more than ever. Because longevity doesn't come from doing light work forever. Longevity comes from maintaining strength and capacity. And these two only exist when you earn them. And here's where things are getting confusing. You have probably heard phrases like, I'm not training for performance anymore. I'm training for health. And I have said that in some of my oldest videos. And it sounds like strength and health are two opposites. But when we think about it, pull-ups for strength and pull-ups for health are the same thing. And that's because your body doesn't understand intentions. It only understands stimulus and adaptation. So you either challenge your body enough to get stronger or you decline. It always sounds like, but there's no third option. And that's exactly where most men over 30 fall into the longevity trap. They stop pushing, stop tracking, and stop progressing. But they keep showing up just to feel responsible. So they move, but they don't improve. They sweat, but they don't build. They stay busy, but somehow nothing gets better. And that's not longevity. That's maintenance pretending to be health. So let me paint you a picture. When I think about a truly 70 or 8-year-old me, I don't see someone doing endless mobility flows and light band work. I see someone who is visibly strong for his age. And I'm really happy that we have so many men, 60 plus, commenting below these videos. Respect at this point. But back to the point, I see someone lean and capable, able to control his own body weight. Because strength protects everything downstream. Muscle protects joints, strength protects bone density. Lower body fat protects your organs. And most importantly, the ability to move freely protects your independence. You know, if you can't do a pull-up right now, longevity training doesn't mean avoid doing pull-ups. It means earning them. If you can't squat deep without control, longevity doesn't mean skipping leg work. It means building the mobility and the capacity to own this movement. If you're getting tired walking upstairs, the solution isn't taking it easy. The solution is to raise your ceiling so that life feels easier again, no matter which age. If you are a 30-year-old man and you can't go on a 10-kilometer jog, something is off with your fitness, and I'm sorry to say that. And that's not a motivational speech. I'm just speaking about a really basic level of fitness. The process is uncomfortable, and there's no way around it. And that's the uncomfortable truth no one wants to hear. Because once you stop trying to improve, you are already starting to decline. Slowly, quietly, but year by year. And longevity doesn't mean training more days per week. It's not about living in the gym, and it's not about destroying yourself. You can build and preserve longevity with just 3 focused sessions per week working out at home. But these 3 sessions need a good intent. They need progression and they need effort. So don't train hard every time you train. Just train seriously when you train. That's the difference. What I refuse to accept is that the idea of training hard, being strong and looking athletic, was unhealthy in the past. You have to say most people didn't fail because they trained too serious. They failed because they trained too hard, without structure, without recovery and without long-term thinking. Strength done right is not the enemy of longevity. Weaknesses. So if you're over 30, training at home, ask yourself a honest question. Are you still trying to get better every single time you train, at least by 0.5%? Or are you just moving because you're feeling guilty when you don't do it? Because longevity isn't something you calculate on a spreadsheet. It's something you earn by protecting your capacity over decades. Train for a long life, but doesn't use longevity as an excuse to stop demanding more from yourself. And if this video was helpful, guys, I'm Marcus, this is BuiltSimple, and my entire goal with this channel is to simplify fitness for busy men out there. I hope to see you in the next video, guys. Have a good one.